Hi, my name is Jason, and I crave purpose. So, like everyone else, I've always had questions I wanted answers to about my life and just life in general, because I believe that everything had a meaning and a purpose, and everything had its place in this world in a significant way. And I was so excited to find my purpose in this life because I believe that if I did, then I would be able to be who I really am and find happiness in everything that I do. And so I tried to live my life accordingly to that. I tried to experience things, and I just tried to figure out, like, what do I really want in life? And I really want to find my purpose. And this went on for a long time, my life, trying to experience. And I had my high points, and I also had my low points. It's life. Those things happen. But I found that these low points that I was having seemed to get lower and lower. And after a while, this accumulated so much that I just felt really bad about myself. And I viewed myself as a really terrible person, I guess. I believe that I was the cause of all this pain and trouble that was going on in my life at that point. And I was not happy with who I was at all. And these thoughts that I had seemed to be getting worse and worse until after a while I said, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. If this is my purpose, to really show people, hey, if you want to be successful in your life, just don't be like this guy over here. And I didn't want that, and I just felt so excluded and so hurt in my life. And after a while I thought, I want to stop being me, because this is just terrible who I am. And those thoughts of I want to stop being me turned into I want to stop being. And now I realize those thoughts are actually very scary for me, because I don't know how far those thoughts would have went if I kept thinking like that. And through this time, my sister came up to you one day and she said, Jason, hey, you're not being yourself. What's going on? And so I opened up to her, and she said, Jason, don't you know that Jesus died for you so that you could be saved from this troubles that you have right now, so that you can live to be a child of God? And at first that didn't really have any meaning for me, because I never gave God any real thought. I grew up in a Christian family, but I never had any of those kinds of realizations up until that point, until this happened. And I said, if Jesus were to die for me, then I have to have some purpose in this life. That's not just to show people what not to be. And so I thought about this up until around university, when my life really got flipped upside down. This transition into post-secondary just changed everything in my life. And so I thought, hey, what's one more change? Let's try and know God personally. And I found out that God wanted to know me personally all along. That I found out that Jesus died for me so that I could be saved from what I experienced as my own personal hell, I believe. That I could be saved from being disconnected from Him from eternity, for eternity. And I really discovered who Jesus is, the love He has for me, and that He loves me so much that He gave me all I have, things I never thought of before. I had new views of my friends, of my family, random people. I just found so much happiness in everything in my life, and now I feel like I'm not the person who I used to be anymore. And I figured that my purpose in my life isn't something that I can make for myself, because Jesus told me that He has a purpose and a plan in my life that's way better than anything I could have had or made for myself. My name's Jason, and I crave purpose, and I found it in Jesus Christ.